Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 17. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 4.
4 now.
A give right side for Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
2 for 1. 2 for 12. Maverick.
Goff on third down. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Goff going to shift him around. second down, and they go back to Gibbs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Go, go, go.
Now gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
At the 19-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Buccaneers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to White. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And now an audible here into something else. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Let's go now.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Boys, you got this.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now back to throw. Complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4.
Value 3, value.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now Goff looking to change the play. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. St. Brown motioning left. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
St. Brown seemingly catches everything, including that first down. Brought in 106 passes last season and is tied for the most catches ever in a player's first 2 years. Not sure how he fell to day 3 of the draft, nor is he. And the Lions, they found themselves a franchise receiver.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And the Lions first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
76.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he gets us here inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. They'll try and throw for it. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
This still a one-possession game. 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going off it. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Buccaneers 6. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm.
backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So following this sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. Airing this one out for Evans. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Goff going to shift him around. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Now you won. 12.
Here's Goff. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Buccaneers 6. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Warrior 70. Hurry, hurry.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Wayne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. This game still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth-quarter lead. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Goff looking to change the play. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now looks to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Goff. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. But if you step back and look at this, CD, pretty impressive.